Welcome back to Autocraft. Now we are fresh off the heels of stream day, which was so much fun. And as always, I'm exhausted but motivated and energized. So if you did not catch stream day, let's do a quick tour. So for the first day, we added that building, this building, and that building. So this building is a hotel, right? So the idea, here's the idea. The idea is this will be like a well-traveled, words are hard. A well-traveled road. I'll probably put some kind of archway or something in here, and this would be like a hotel. I should put like horse tie-ups here. That's a good idea. That, you know, there's the little restaurant seating area, and then upstairs would be like the rooms, a tavern type of thing, you know, because travelers are, they're wearing off the road, they need somewhere to stay. Hotel, right? So this over here is a bee house, and the bees are sleeping because it's nighttime, which is perfect. And the way this is set up is that as things are supposed to be getting emptied, they're supposed to empty into this. I don't know why they're not. Are they even being used? They are being put right back into it. I need to look at redstone because something's broken. Anyway, it goes into this chest, which funnels right outside. That way I don't have to come inside and risk letting the bees out. I need to figure out what's wrong with my redstone. And it comes in right here. So some of it's working. I don't know why some of it isn't. That's bizarre. And then I have this little cottage that I designed like months ago. And I'm like, I need to put this in here. And it's adorable. I haven't done full cottagecore in a long time. And so this was kind of a fun thing to do. I don't know where I came up with it. It reminds me of something I think I've actually seen. Like real high life type house. I enjoyed it a lot. This was fun, and it's completely void of any interior, and it'll probably stay that way. If I get ambitious and have the time, I will probably do that one too. So that was just Saturday. Now let's show you Sunday. Sunday was these 4 buildings. Again, it's another really big house, but this is a house and not a hotel. Also lacks an interior. But it's a gigantic house. Now, I view this as these are the people on the hill that have way more money than they should, which is why they're up on the hill, because hillside livings are like more expensive. So, but this guy, of course, very lavish house. These ones are a bit more modest. But you know, they're still small little cute cottages that kind of sit up inside, and I need to do a little bit of landscaping back here, but you know, that's something that's not a huge deal right now. It's not really super important on my list. But I got a slightly bigger one here and another one here, and with a knife. I love these roofs. These are actually campfires that you put the fire out and put the campfire down, and you put the fire out, and it makes a nice little awning and roof. So this was Sunday. This was total 5.5, 6 hours, 5.5, a little over 5.5 hours to get those 2 done. And it was a blast. And for those of you who showed up for stream day, thank you so much. We had so much fun. It was exhausting, but I love stream days. They're a lot of fun. Moving on to the next piece. I talked about this a little bit last episode. I talked about this on stream day. Are these housings outlines that I have over here. And again, we're going to run to free cam. Now I've started building them up just to tear them down, because like I said before, it's easier to build the building and then ruin it than it is to build it ruined. So that's what I've done here. And the way I look at it is, as whatever came across here, I mean, I've destroyed the bridge too, because, you know, the bridge is falling apart. I'm trying to figure out how to connect this and that. I like the mossy, and I might just end up turning everything into basalt and to deep slate. I haven't fully decided how to do that integration yet. But these 2 towers, I built this tower up only about this tall, and then tore it down and dilapidated it. I've got a couple. I want to add a couple more cracked bricks in here. Same thing here. I want to do the same thing. Build up about, you know, yay tall, and then tear it down. But the way I looked at it is the houses that are closest, the structure closest to where this is, are going to be the most damaged. and the ones further away are going to have less damage. So I'm still working on these two and that one. And then I'm going to put in 4 or 5 more in this place here. And I need to figure out what to do with this. I probably will just fence it off, maybe make it a park. I haven't fully... I've got things envisioned, but I don't know how to execute them very well right now. So right now, that's what we're leaving. So this is the current project as it sits. And I slowly have been doing the ruination. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of... I need to add something on the ground. I can't just leave it barren. I want to add maybe a tree or some bushes or something. And I don't know how many of them I'm going to leave live. Some of them I'll have dead, so on and so forth. I need to do something about ruining this area in the middle because it's just too clean right now. I'm going to get back to doing this. And I'll bring it back when I've got a little bit more done. And I've made some progress. We're back, and things are very different. There's a few buildings behind me are missing. These ones are torn down a little bit. And I have on me, or under me, or standing on, the resources for the remainders of the buildings. So we're going to just time-lapse that up real quick. And here is the finished village. Now, like I said before the time lapse, a lot of the ruins and the coloration is based off of proximity. So again, as you get further back, there's less damage. Now, I really like how this turned out, especially as you're walking through areas like this. It really feels like overgrown, like nature is starting to reclaim. There's a tree in this house. There's like vines and lichen growing on things. The ground is dilapidated. There's a tree growing in the middle of this pavilion area. So it's been hundreds of years and things are just kind of falling apart from weathering, time, destruction. Now, two things I had not planned on doing, but did anyway, and I'm very happy with is one, let me go to free cam here. Is this building right here. There, I wasn't going to put anything here, but as I got put, I said, no, this needs to be some kind of like watchtower. So this is basically the idea of that, except for it was like up about this tall. And the reason why this is this color and these ones are not is because this one took the brunt of everything that was coming through, and it kind of protected these ones. The water did too. And I like how it turned out. Now, the other thing I was not planning on do that turned out really well is the walls on the riverbed. Now, I talked about like putting in mossy cobble before, and I was just gonna throw a few things here and there and just call it good. But when I got playing around with it, I really like this mixture, the tuff and the cobble, and then the occasional andesite, which kind of looks like it's like really rough rock, like hasn't been smoothed over by the water. And you can look at this. This is the water line, right? This is like low season, and then there's like a flood season that it comes through and fills up all the way to here, and it looks great. I really love it. I was just kind of playing with it, and hey, it turns out really well. The other thing that I'm doing, or I'm still doing, is I'm removing all torches, and I'm using glow lichen where necessary and appropriate to prevent spawns. But it looks so much better with no torches, especially as you're walking through it. The torches, to me, in this particular instance, kind of detract from the feel of the place, the ambiance, the sensation you get walking through it. And so I'm going through and removing them all because I think it just adds to the environment. I'm really pleased with it. I have other plans for that area over there, and we'll get to that another time. But I need to address something. First of all, this whole area is really coming along. I like it a lot. I love it a lot. It turned out really great, and things are progressing very well. But I need to address something. Bamboo wall is very handy for a couple of things. One, it sets up a perimeter. Two, the other thing it does that I was not expecting is it actually keeps pillager patrols up. When I was building this area over there, there were several pillager patrols that couldn't get through the bamboo to get to me. So I'm happy about that. But what I need to address is this right there. This has been there since October. And I have been avoiding it. And now I can't anymore. Right, yep, as I suspected, it has been dug out. And these go on forever. How deep does this go? What's this? Wait a minute. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Oh. Bad. A creeper. Oh my goodness. But this is the ladder that goes to the tunnel to starter town. So someone has connected everything up. Do a little bit more investigation. Oh. Okay. Healing for my storage. I see. Okay. Now, what do we have over here? We've got... Okay, then. Well, now I know exactly what this is. I just have to find it. I've been dreading this to a degree. Probably shouldn't have been, but I've been dreading this to a degree. Of course we've got our thunder lightning storm right now. Of course we do. Because that's not mood appropriate at the moment. Permanently. Yay. Oh, hello. You don't belong here. We have here. Oh, for the love of Odin, put it down. We need to talk. Yep. It is long overdue, for sure.